I'm gonna show y'all all the new classes and what each one of them do on Dead Rails. Let's get right into this. So over here at the Tailor, if you go ahead and walk in, we can talk to this dude, and there will be 4 different classes to choose from. We can choose a Doctor, Ironclad, the Alamo, or an Arsonist, and each one has special abilities. So the Doctor costs 15 bonds. So let's go and buy this, and let's see what this one does. So basically what this one does is it allows you to spawn in with a shovel, 2 bandages, and 2 things of snake oil. But it also has a special ability. So special ability is that it actually allows you to revive teammates by sacrificing half of your health. So basically you're able to revive teammates by using a bandage, but we can also just revive them by using half of our health. So let's go and walk up and let's try it out. And I mean, that time it did use one of our bandages just since we do have it. So let's go and drop that one. So we now have no bandages. So let's go and try it out. So let's run up to him and let's go and click revive. And this should take away half of our health. And yeah, there we go. So we were now able to revive our teammate without any bandages, and it took away half of our health. So for some reason we don't have any of these, then we can just do that. Overall, this class isn't too good because that ability where it takes away half your health for a revive, it isn't too useful because bandages are pretty common and they also only cost $10. So you wouldn't really need that. And the 2 bandages and 2 snake oils that we spawn with, they are pretty nice. But overall, some of the other classes are gonna be better. Anyway, let's go move on to the next class. Anyway, so the next class that we're gonna be checking out is the Ironclad. So this one costs a whole 100 bonds. Also, if you haven't already, please make sure to smash that subscribe button just because it really supports the channel. But anyway, what the Ironclad class does is it allows you to spawn in with all the armor. So we spawn in with a metal helmet, chest plate, and both shoulder pads. So it gives us a bunch of protection. So that means we should take less damage from pretty much everyone, which is a pretty big buff. But one of the downsides is that we actually run 20% slower, which I mean, that's not like a crazy nerf or anything. So I would say running 20% slower is probably worth it. Anyway, let's go and try. So let's go and race ourselves. Yeah, so look at how much quicker my ult count is right there. So it is a bit quicker, but not like anything crazy. So I would say running 20% slower is definitely worth it. Anyway, let's head over here and let's see how many hits it takes to kill us. So first off, let's get started with our ult count. So that's 1. And there we go. So it took 7 hits to kill our ult count. And there we go. We're almost dead. And there we go. So it took 15 hits to kill us. So with a full set of armor, it pretty much gives you double health. Anyway, let's go and collect this once again. So with a helmet, chest plate, and both shoulder pads, you have just over double the amount of health. So that is actually pretty good. But if you get this class, make sure you have quite a bit of weapons. Just because since you're now 20% slower, I think you can no longer outrun the normal zombies. Anyway, let's try it out. So we have a regular zombie right here. So let's go and see. And yeah, we can no longer outrun him. I'm pretty sure we could outrun him before, but since we're 20% slower, he's gonna be on our tail the whole time. So just keep that in mind because you will take quite a bit more damage just because they'll be on your tail, but it does take 15 hits for him to kill you now. But anyway, if you don't want to wear the armor and you don't care that much for it, what you can do is you can actually die, then you can collect the armor, go to one of these trading posts, and then you can actually just sell it. So let's go over here and look at that. So that's 70, 60, 45, and 45. So if he wants to sell all of our armor, we can get $250. So that's pretty nice. I mean, I would recommend keeping the armor, but if for some reason you don't want it, you can just sell it and get $250. But anyway, the next class is actually the Alamo class, which I actually bought this one before I could read how much it was, but I think it was like 15, 20, or 25 bonds. So nothing too crazy. We're now in the game, so whenever you choose this class, you'll actually spawn in with this crate. So we can go ahead and open it. And basically what this class does is it gives you a bunch of defensive items. So it gives you like 3 metal panels and also 3 things of barbed wire. And also it allows you to spawn in with a metal helmet. So right now we are wearing a metal helmet on our head. But anyway, that's pretty much all the class does though. So you spawn in with a metal helmet, 3 metal panels, and then 3 things of barbed wire. So overall, it's not too good because you don't really need all this stuff. Like, it can be nice to have, but compared to the other classes, it's not too good because we can just find the stuff later on and we can buy it. Also, let's go and check how much this is worth real quick. So we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So this is like $120 worth of items right here. But if we had the Ironclad class, then we could just die and then sell all of our items to get $250, and we could get twice as much resources as this. So I would probably recommend doing that. I mean, this can be nice at the beginning annoying, where you don't really want to run into outlaws because you don't have any guns. But other than that, it's just not too good because it's kind of unnecessary. I mean, most times whenever I play the game, I don't even get these throughout the entire run, just because you don't really need them that badly. But anyway, that was the Alamo class. Now let's go and check out the last one called the Arsonist. So this one costs 20 bonds. We're now in the game, and what this class does is it spawns you in with 4 Molotovs, and it doubles your fire damage. So whenever you throw our Molotovs, they make like a little circle of fire on the ground for a few seconds, and then whenever these zombies run through them, they'll catch fire and they'll start burning. So we spawn them with 4 of them, and also they should do twice as much fire damage. Other than that, this class doesn't have anything too special, but I mean, this could actually be pretty helpful. Hopefully those bandits don't start chasing us right now, which actually, let's go and test it on them. So let's try not to move too close. But anyway, let's go and throw it like right there, and let's have them run through it, and let's see if they go ahead and die. And okay, hold up, that actually did like no damage. All right, hopefully we can drive away. I actually thought that would do more damage, but that did like almost nothing. Maybe it's just because they're on horses, and I think we're actually just like dragging them with us because I think they're like underneath the train right now. But anyway, if you get the Molotov class, don't use it on the bandits because it does not work too well. We now made to 7.5 thousand meters, and this is kind of the main area that I want to test on because we can gather a bunch of zombies together, and then we can go ahead and try it on them. So let's run like right here. Let's just go and crack it on the ground, and I mean, it pretty much obliterated that one zombie. See, like, look at that one. He got absolutely fried. Same with this one, and we were almost dead. So let's actually throw another one at the ground, and hopefully they start burning. And yeah, he got absolutely fried right there. So I mean, they can be kind of decent. Overall, I wouldn't really use this class. I would probably use the Ironclad class, just because although this one is kind of nice, it's still not too good. Like, I would probably rather use a gun, and dang, we just died. But yeah, I would probably rather use a gun rather than this class, just because I don't think Molotovs are too good. Just because in order for them to work, the zombie has to run through the fire, and they kind of have to stay in the fire for a little bit to actually end up dying. So not too good. But anyway, those are all 4 classes. Just a quick overview again. For the doctor, you spawn in with 2 bandages, 2 things of snake oil, and you can sacrifice half your health to revive teammates whenever you have no bandages. And then for the Ironclad class, you spawn in with a full set of armor, the helmet, shoulder pads, and the chest plate, but it reduces your movement speed by 20%. But the armor right here does like double your health, so that's very nice. The Alamo class, you spawn in with 3 metal sheets, 3 things of barbed wire, and a metal helmet, and you can fortify your base. And for the Arsonist class, you spawn in with 4 Molotovs, but it doubles your fire damage, so it can melt through zombies. Overall, I would recommend saving up for the Ironclad class, just because I think it's a lot more worth it, just because this armor is super pricey, so you won't even have to save up money to buy it. And if you don't want it, you can just take it off and sell it for even more money. So I would say this is overall the best class. But anyway, those are all classes on Dead Rails though, so that's gonna be all for this video. So make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video.